who said that was not her intent. Her intent was not to say that Miss Hill stole a house from her. Although, of course, she was homeless. She seemed a little bitter on the video that life hasn't gone her way. She did tell me, and I'm sure she probably said on this camera that wasn't edited, that she did get paid for the house. When I asked her how much, she said like 20,000. I said 25. She said, yeah. I said,
oh my God.
That you got $25,000. She said, yeah. Yeah, that's what I got, blah, blah, blah. And I was telling her, have you seen the video? She said, no.
Oh, Lord.
I said, it seems as if, I told her how it was headed. And, and trust me, by her tone, she is no friend of Regina Hills. You know what I mean? That was obvious by what she said. She was not a friend or a fan of Regina Hill, whatever personal problem they got, I don't know. But she didn't look at her as an enemy. And she specifically told me that was not her intent to make things seem that way. You know what I mean? She was asked to tell her story, and she told it. Now, hold on. Let me see. I got Randy Ross here. Judge denied SHAN Rhodes' attempt to label the Hill case as frivolous and has instead granted a hearing. Randy, hold on, Randy. Randy, scroll up and see if you see that link to come into the studio. You know how to do this. It's the same as G Money thing. Randy, if you don't see it, let me know and I'll send you another link. But scroll up a little bit, you'll see a link. Come on and get into the discussion here. You can bring your knowledge on over here. Randy Ross, political pundit here in Orlando. Yeah, I don't even know what Randy do. I know he's in the politics, goddammit. So, y'all like to hear white people talk. Niggas say something don't mean shit. Randy White. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all want to hear from a white man? Hey, here we got Randy Ross here. He can tell you the same shit I'm telling you.
Like Jazzy Brown say, don't believe me, believe the white man.
Yeah. We got some real cold ice coming from Randy. If my ice ain't cold enough, where do you put Randy Ross ice in your cup? You really have a cold drink. Randy, come on in. But yeah, what I was saying is that she said that wasn't her intent. You know what I mean? And that she just wanted to tell her story. And then I asked her, well, who asked you? She said it was set up by her mom, her biological mom, who hasn't been in her life. She seemed more fond of Regina Hill than her biological mom. That's just my perception. Now, and I'm not putting words in her mouth and saying, I'm just saying from the discussions we had a brief discussion. But you know what I said? I said, you know what? A picture's worth 1,000 words and a video's worth 1,000,000. Y'all know I got a video for you. Wait, I said drum roll, please.
Oh, Lord.
Got a goddamn drum roll.
What's that, bribery?
Hold on,
Is that bribery
Jolie.
or something else?
Jolie, hold on. Hey,
I thought that was Jigger Man coming on.
Yeah, all right, y'all check this out. David Stone here. Have I given you any money or anything today?
No.
You came here on your own fruition?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, now let me ask you, the video in question, were you paid to do that video?
The one at the park?
Yes.
Yes, I was.
And who paid you?
The white guy, the one that was asking all the questions.
Was the white guy I showed you in the video that I pointed out was Doug Kaplan?
Yes, it was.
And who was filming?
It was a black guy.
Describe the black guy.
Short, kind of heavy set, glasses.
And I showed that picture of Mr. Wallace. Is that like the guy who held the camera?
That was.
Okay. Now go ahead and explain how that situation. Well, I just want to talk about payment right now. Explain how the payment situation went with that.
It was cash, and it was given to my mom. This is first how I got to meet with these people through my bio mom.
Mm-hmm.
We met at a park, and like I said, I knew anything of it. But he gave my mom some money, slipped it in her hand after the interview as they were walking to the car.
Okay, and then what your mom then paid you?
Yeah, she gave me what she wanted to give me.
Okay, so you don't know how much they paid your
I
mom.
really don't know.
And your mom is the one who set up the video with Doug Kaplan and Mr. Wallace.
Yes, the meeting. She arranged.
And after the video was filmed, they passed the money to your mom, and she gave you whatever she saw fit to give you out of the money.
Yes.
So you have no idea of the dollar amount.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. And we're gonna move to part 2 of the video, and we'll take a break here.
Okay.
Whoa!
Because there wasn't no sound.
Oh, you ain't hear it?
You didn't
No,
hear
wasn't
it?
none of it.
I heard it.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Jolene, you heard it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Oh, let me make sure everybody heard that.
Yeah, no, make sure they heard it.
Hold on,
So what did she say?
Hold on, I'm gonna play it again. God damn it, you ain't hear
Yeah,
it.
no, you gotta hear it. No, that was some tea.
Hey, people in the chat, did y'all hear the video? Y'all let me know if y'all heard the video.
Ask them in the comments.
People, anyone out there? Hold on a second. Come on. All right. Trina Ipsy heard it. Yeah, they said they heard it.
Okay.
Okay.
For those who didn't hear it, say I'm gonna play it again for you and see if you can hear it. God damn it, it's worth hearing again because this is breaking news. This is breaking news. This could be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This could be the
Oh,
hey,
this uses evidence.
Oh, that's another felony, right?
that sounds like another felony to me. You know what I mean? Jolene, you sharp. You smart. You know what I'm saying? You know I hear next, cuz?
What?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
For those of you who may have not heard the video, cuz let's have a play it one more time. This is the reported victim of Regina Hill on video telling you how this video got. Fuck it. I'm just going. All right, we're recording. Now, have David Stone here. Have I given you any money or anything today?
No.
You came here on your own fruition?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, now let me ask you, the video in question, were you paid to do that video?
The one at the park?
Yes.
Yes, I was.
And who paid you?
The white guy, the one that was asking all the questions.
Was the white guy I showed you in the video that I pointed out was Doug Kaplan?
Yes, it was.
And who was filming?
It was a black guy.
Describe the black guy.
Short, kind of heavy set, glasses.
And I showed that picture of Mr. Wallace. Is that like the guy who held the camera?
That was.
Okay. Now go ahead and explain how that situation. Well, I just want to talk about payment right now. Explain how the payment situation went with that.
It was cash, and it was given to my mom. This is first how I got to meet with these people through my bio mom. Mm-hmm. We met at a park, and like I said, I knew anything of it. But he gave my mom some money, slipped it in her hand after the interview as they were walking to the car.
Okay, and then what your mom then paid you?
Yeah, she then gave me what she wanted to give me.
Okay, so you don't know how much they paid your mom.
I really don't know.
And your mom is the one who set up the video with Doug Kaplan and Mr. Wallace.
Yes, the meeting. She arranged.
And after the video was filmed, they passed the money to your mom, and she gave you whatever she saw fit to give you out of the money.
Yes.
So you have no idea of the dollar amount.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. And we're gonna move to part 2 of the video, and we'll take a break here.
Okay.
Boom! Breaking news! Jolene, you still there?
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you heard that time as well, right?
I heard it the first time.
Yeah. I give it to Deidre McLeod. Lord, keep her safe. You know what I mean? Because she has now gone on record officially stating that she was paid for that salacious, scandalous interview. Cameron,
that wasn't rooted in facts.
I believe that's his name. Cameron, do you know this gentleman? I don't have it on. Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. Cameron Hope, welcome to the show. Cameron, it's a link if you would like to join the program. I'm gonna share it again, y'all. Hold on a second. Because I know you have plenty knowledge here of what's going on. I'm gonna share a link. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna reshare a link to join the broadcast. Cameron or anyone, Mr. Ross, if y'all want to join, click the link. Simple instructions will get you in there. If you're smarter than the fifth grader to steal that word from G Money, it'll get you in there. I have a picture of the guy that she was talking about. I don't have, let me see if I can get it in here. So I ain't got to do the nigga shit and turn my phone around. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. The guy in question here. Yeah. So Cameron, if you want to come in, click the link. Randy Ross, if you want to come in, click the link. Jolene, what do you think about the video? Go ahead and tell the people what you think while I'm trying to get this new things uploaded here.
No, like I said, that sounds like another felony. You can't be paying people, then editing it, trying to make it sound one way when it wasn't, and then use it to sway election results. Like, no, that doesn't sound. Leave that. That don't look good for them.
And it was so many people that were so big on that video during the time. Randy, I see you in the back. I'm gonna be bringing. Matter of fact, Randy, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you in here. Randy Ross, how you doing? Oh, I forgot. I ain't got the call. Hold on.
There you go.
Randy, what is exactly you do? I said you're a political pundit.
I'm a political consultant, but
okay.
If I told you what I also do, your audience may not like it. So,
okay,
because they may not like one of the candidates that I work for. But let me just say this about what I learned today. You know, that's all public record. Everything you're sharing is public record. I did have a conversation with a member of the media today that helped me to clarify the difference between a trial and a hearing. So when Regina goes I guess it's going to be January when she goes for this hearing, she will have to produce enough information that makes it go to the next level, which is to a trial. I think what we learn here, however, what the learning is that the judge did not say it was frivolous. He did not throw out the case. And that if I'm Shan Rose or the canvassing board or whomever, I'm now frantically looking for how do I defend that, right?
Yeah.
You're the only one right now. By the way, you're the only one reporting on this, and I will tell you, many media are aware of this today, and they you know, the opinion I got from one person on the local news was, you know, Randy, we don't always report the midstream. We wait until we have the case. I said, you know, that's the problem. You report the headline. You want that person to be down and over with the headline, but you don't report the progress. And the progress is it would appear to me that they think, you know, Regina's case and the courts feel like she may have something that they need to investigate. That doesn't happen, David, very often, because I've filed complaints in the past. Rarely are they successful. The fact that she's getting a hearing, I think, is a big deal. And if she ends up getting a trial, imagine all the people that become part of that. Consultants, canvassers, anybody who worked on that campaign becomes product of a conversation. If I'm in her position right now and I'm talking about Shan, I'd be a little concerned about that.
Yeah. Just to reiterate, you saying that you filed complaints before those who
I
just
have.
joining. He's a political pundit. He's filed these type of motions before. Stacey, I know you just come back. He's saying it is rare that it
Rare.
goes this far.
Rare.
And
They normally will just discredit it almost from the beginning because, first of all, what she's asking for is to overturn the election. She's asking for the results to be kicked out. That's a big ask. That's a huge ask.
Mhm.
And the fact that the judge is saying, you know what, I want to hear about this. Well, that's a big deal too. Why did I think
Mhm.
it's a female judge? I'm not real sure. Why does she want to hear more? Unless they have established some type of status that makes there appear to be a reason to hear more. Now listen, I'm not saying she's going to win. I'm not saying it's going to be overturned. I am not an attorney. I don't I you know but people love sending stuff to me just like I love sending stuff to you.
yeah, yeah,
It's up to our listeners and the people that listen to your show and the people that are out there. It's up to them to decide what they believe. But I would say that Regina Hill got a win today. I would think she got a win with this.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's definitely a win. It is trending in the favor of Regina Hill, and it's trending and looks like it's going to go to the next stage. What do you think about? I don't know if you were aware of this. The judge, they switched judges. They brought in the big judge, the chief
Yeah.
judge, the biggest, the largest. They brought in the chief judge to oversee this. That has to say a lot about the strength of the case as well. What do you think, Randy?
I think that I think they know that it is a profound, unprecedented situation. It's not like when the governor removed, let's say, Monique Morel, or where they had the governing power to make these kind of choices. This is an actual case. Very well. I've read the entire case. I don't know who Regina has as a lawyer doing this, but they're excellent. And when you look at how detailed and how refined
Let me
it
give a
is,
shout out to the attorney who wrote that.
whoever it is has done an excellent job on really dissecting the case. And I think that's why the judge had no choice but to not throw the case out. Now, listen, I don't know that that means she wins. I don't know it means she loses. I don't know what it means. What I do know is this is a big deal for her, for Regina, and it actually supports the opinion that you leading into this, you and G Money, you guys really were fighting and discussing this argument on a regular basis. The problem is we couldn't get enough ears to hear it, right?
Yes.
And I think now that they may not have a choice. And so I've said for a bit, there might be another special election on the horizon. Who knows?
Well, Randy, I'm going to say this. I don't think it's going to go to another special election. I feel that because the election was already held, right, and to ask the voters, to ask the candidates to run again because someone cheated, in this case, it will be SHAN Rose.
Yeah.
That'll be unfair to the other candidates. That'll be unfair to the voters. It'll be unfair to the budget of Orlando to run again. I see if this thing goes in Regina's favor, that the next highest voter will get the seat.
I think you're right. And I also find it, I don't know if you find this curious, David, but I find it curious. And I've talking to a couple people around Lawana Gelsler. She has stayed uniquely quiet on this one.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
she
that's
has
suspicious
probably
to me.
I think she has probably decided I've had enough of this. I don't want to do this anymore. Um, and I think that means that really this is Regina's fight, to win. And I think that's
Mhm.
where we are. And I went to the to the event downtown in front of the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center today. I was really unimpressed with the attendance. I don't think people realize how powerful Regina was in her role. You know, how she was able to get you out there, even if you just wanted to stay home, we're able to get you out there. And I know Shan did a couple of lives and I saw her videos and such, but I think now she's got to listen, she got to pay an attorney. City's not going to, I don't think the city's going to pay for that attorney.
No. Man, they ain't paying for no attorneys.
And I did find out from a member of my friend in the media that the canvassing board does not have to be on the defensive here, only Shan.
Yeah, the canvassing board is going to write in the generic answer. They already got it printed up, ready to submit. We ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yep. So we'll see what happens. I think it's like I said, I think it's a win for Regina. And I think it's a win for District 5 because guess what? Once again, we are showing through collective and collaborative conversations, District 5 matters to all of the city of Orlando. No matter how people feel about, the people that represent them, this district does matter. And I think it's important.
Yeah, Randy, did you catch the video I saw of Miss Spatcher recanting what was implied?
Yes.
That, what do you think about that video of her saying that she was paid by Doug Kaplan to do that salacious video against Virginia?
I'm gonna be very careful here on my words. I do know Doug Kaplan. I would be surprised that he would pay someone to do this. But I also know
why would you be surprised?
Because politics is I wasn't finished. Politics is a blood sport, right? You do whatever you're going to do and whatever you got to do to get your candidate elected. And we saw the various, I think I even saw a video of you with Doug walking down a hallway looking kind of sad and all that. And I don't even understand that. I mean, that guy is a very different person than what I met maybe a decade ago. It's just different. But I will say that he and many others, including Sandra Lewis, should this go to trial, they will all have to come and explain themselves.
Yes.
That's going to be bigger probably than the trial that Regina's in. Honestly.
Yeah, it's going to have political ramifications. A lot of people think this can be just pushed over, but if this is just blown under the rug, it sets precedents for future elections that this type of activity will be accepted. You know what I'm saying? It's allowable as long as you follow these certain rules, and or you break the certain rules in this fashion, that the precedent could be set here that, hey, that's not cheating. That's not.
Well, and I will also say this, David, if we continue down these paths, and I'm not trying to say that there should be black districts and white districts and Asian districts and Hispanic districts, but District 5 is really vulnerable right now because you got all the condos are part of that, all those folks that live down there on Church Street and all that. If they allow this race to get out from underneath their feet, District 5 will not be a black seat the next time it comes around. It will be a white seat. And I'm not saying that in a mean way or a nasty way or a racist way. I'm saying that the black community needs to understand there's something afoot here. And it's just because of just the evolution of the district footprint.
Yeah. And I see that evolution, and I'm just going to, think in advance here. It will be easier for a white candidate to take that seat from Shan Rose than it would to take it from Regina Hill.
You're right.
If you can get Shan in here now, we basically put her in here, and it's going to be easier to get her out of the way because she's not as connected and grounded in District 5 versus Regina. It's going to be tough to get her out that seat when we try to take it for our own purposes.
I think that's a fair statement. It's not a racist statement. It's not rooted in that. It is rooted in the idea that District 5 has traditionally been a black district.
Mm-hmm.
Just like District 4, Patty Sheehan, it's kind of been set for the gays. I could just go on and on and on. But the reality is, if you don't take it back, it's going to go in a different direction. And it's just because of the way things are happening. Whether it's, listen, the west side of I-4, nicer houses, nicer condos, nicer apartments. You got all the condos downtown west of Roslyn that are part of the district. I'm not trying to say no black people live in those places. I'm trying to say a lot of white people do.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you do that, you start really, I, I don't want to use the word gentrifying the area. I'm saying gentrifying the dais. You're changing who gets the representation. And if you push them further and further out of District 5, out of the city of Orlando, whether they go into unincorporated Orange County or outside of the Pine Hills area, which is also unincorporated but also county,
Mm-hmm.
there's where the problem is. And
Yeah.
again, I'm not trying to say a white person can't represent blacks and blacks can't represent whites. I'm just saying the trending looks a little bit different.
Yeah, indeed. Hey, Randy, that's good shit there. If for those y'all ain't following, he's saying that this is a slow progression to get.
Come on.
Go ahead,
You hit it right over the head. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Regina does have pull. Like I say, SHAN, hey, come on now. Easy win. Take
Yeah.
this here, we'll get you another position down to somewhere else. Hey, we can ride off in the sunset, and this ours. And
Mm-hmm.
they it's not no black or white thing. Guess what? It's a long game. It's about like I say, it's a blood sport, like Randy said. It's a blood sport. Hey, win, baby. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So
Yeah.
it's over with.
Hey, Randy, appreciate you coming in, man.
Thank you, sir.
That was good
Thanks for what
insight
you're
you gave
doing.
us there.
I want you to know, David, I think part of this whole election cycle, one of the respectful points I have with you and G Money is you guys really, and I've said this to you before, you guys have become the Tesla and Figaro 2.0 of 2012 or 2013, whenever Regina originally ran. You guys took and really went off and did a wonderful job of having the community get to talk about what they liked. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why Regina won originally. That's why she won again and again. I don't know what happened this last time, but it looks like you guys are on the horizon of talking about it again.
Hey, appreciate it. I'm gonna give a round of applause for G Money and myself. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Well,
Yeah, but Randy, we gonna continue to talk here. If you want to come back in, come back in. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit and through some of those things that like you said, led to what's going on here. Hey, he said he don't know what happened because I know what happened. The goddamn that cheating happened. You know, y'all want to know what happened? Right here. That's what happened. This is Exhibit A. And honestly, I think this might be Exhibit B in the thing. But for tonight, this is Exhibit A. This is the gift card flyer in question that has led to the allegations, and I believe is going to lead to the criminal charges for vote buying in District 5. This is a flyer for SHAN Rose that was passed out, one of the many. It was passed out during the election with a QR code right there. You click the QR code, it takes you to health as well. Free health screenings, receive $45. I was advertised on the page. They said you can get $3,500 worth of free health care. You know what I mean?
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
And that's all cool, right? Because if that QR code goes to the proper channels, which you should click, and it should send you to the person who's providing the health screening, which in this case was Care Access. When you click that, it should take you to Care Access, right?
Okay.
However, when you click that, you don't go to Care Access. When you click it, you go here. Boom. This, if you look right there, this says JoJo Tax right down there in the window. If y'all can see that, it says JoJoTaxi.com. JoJoTaxi.com, because you're going to believe this, can't make it up. It's a taxi service ran by
God damn.
comedian Jonell Bronner. So when you click for healthcare, you didn't get a healthcare link to, see right there at the top it says free health screenings. You
Yeah.
got sent to JoJoTaxi.com. And JoJo Taxi was ran by none other than comedian Jonell Bronner. Then when you scroll down from there, you see the locations. I left that off the screenshot. The locations send you to Altamont Springs and Castleberry locations outside District 5 to get your screening and your $45 gift certificate. I don't know why you're passing out this with SHAN Rose District 5 and sending them to Altamont. I do know why, because you're doing something crooked. And it scrolls right down to support Sam Rose. As you can see, JoJoTaxi.com there at the bottom.
Boy,
They
they knew that this scamming and cheating. They don't understand it.
should have came and got you, cuz they need an experienced cheater. You went and got a rookie. You went and got a rookie comedian. Share your sure hell at me. I'm well, I'd have thought I'd even had the fall guy.